I'd think twice about having ice cream from the ice cream man. The Ice Cream Man 2026. That is the movie we are going to be reviewing today on this movie review video. I will say this. If the Terrifier and Weapons had a baby, the Ice Cream Man would be the result. So, this movie was very high in the gore. This movie was very gory. And if you do like the gore, if you like the Terrifier kind of gore, the Evil Dead kind of gore, then you will definitely enjoy the gore in this movie. So this movie does have really good gore. It has really good kills and all that. It's very artistic in the kills that it creates. So this movie does have really good gore in it. But other than that, this movie wasn't really that good. Let's talk about, and I'm going to tell you why that is. So the first category here is the acting. Let's talk about the acting in this movie. I'll tell you right now, the only actor that really got my attention in this movie was, first of all, the Ice Cream Man himself. He was very unsettling. He was very, very scary in this movie. And he doesn't say one word. He's just his demeanor, his facial expressions, everything about him. He was very, very good. The actor who played the Ice Cream Man did a really good job playing a very creepy guy, a very creepy character. And like I said, he doesn't say one word. So he does a really good job at creating the creepiness, bringing that creepiness of that character out. The second actor that really got my attention here was Sarah Abbott. Sarah Abbott did an incredible job, just with her facial expressions when there's a scene where she is in a coffin. This is not really a spoiler because I'm not going to spoil anything about the scene for you, but I'm just going to tell you that she is inside a coffin that she recently dug up, and she is crying hysterically. She's freaking out, and she really brings that emotion out into the screen. And the thing about crying in horror movies, I've seen this many, many, many times, where the actor or the actress needs to cry on command, needs to cry and needs to really bring out an emotion, make the audience feel her emotions. Sometimes they don't do a good job with that, with the acting abilities. It doesn't come across as believable. But in her case, her acting abilities came across very believable, and she did such an incredible job in this movie. So those two actors really did an incredible job in this movie. The rest of the actors did not do it for me. The rest of the actors, the acting ability overall was just not there. I'm saying that as politely as I can be, because most of the acting was just not believable. So because of that, the acting is not going to receive a star from me. It's not going to receive a star because overall the acting wasn't very good. I didn't really enjoy the acting too much. So the acting is not getting a star. The second category is the plot. Now, the plot would have been, well, first of all, let me talk about the idea behind the story. The idea behind the story is easy to understand. It's simple enough to understand, which is the ice cream man giving ice cream to these kids, and the ice cream makes the kids go crazy, literally crazy, and start killing people. That's the idea. If the explanation, this is where the story kind of falls apart here, because what could have been a simple explanation for the ice cream making the kids go insane? Something like maybe the ice cream was poisoned with some kind of drug and the drug made them go insane. That would have been super easy, super believable to understand, and it would make sense in the story, in the movie world. But instead of going down that simple path, they had to completely destroy that and give it some. I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you want to go and see this movie, but the explanation that they give you at the end of this movie about, like, why is the ice cream doing this to the kids, the whole reason behind it is just, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make much sense. Or it does make sense, but it's just, they just tore it apart completely. And I did not like where this story actually headed. So it had potential, the story had potential, but they did not execute the story properly. So the plot also is not going to receive a star. The third category is the cinematography. Now, the opening shot of this movie was really, really good. It was very nicely shot. It had some good lighting. It had some good camera angles in it. And throughout the entire movie is actually shot perfectly. And it's throughout the whole movie, there's some really good lighting in there. There's some really good lighting in the movie. So I was going to give the cinematography a star. However, until I saw the playground scene of this movie, there is a scene where the characters are running across the playground. They're trying to escape from the school, and they're running across the playground, and all hell is breaking loose. And the only problem I had with that scene was that it was so shaky. The camera work was so shaky, and although I think that might have been that there's a reason they wanted to do it that way, for me it just made me very, very dizzy, and I was watching this on the big screen. So there was a moment where I was looking at the scene, I was seeing it happen, and I literally just had to look away for a moment because I was getting dizzy. It was kind of a long scene, the playground scene. It was kind of a long scene, and it was choppy. It was very shaky, and it was just driving me crazy. So because of that, the cinematography, unfortunately, is not going to earn a star either. The fourth category is the pacing of this movie. The pacing of this movie wasn't good, but it wasn't necessarily bad either. The first few minutes, it kind of gets, it kind of takes a few minutes. It takes a few minutes to, get going. but as soon as it gets going, it like hammers down on the acceleration, and the pacing, is really good from there. So it takes a little bit just to get the movie rolling, just to get the pacing rolling. But overall, the pacing, I would say, was actually pretty good in this movie. So I'm going to give the pacing a star. Okay, that's 1 star, finally, for this movie. Last but not least, we got the 5th category, and that is the music. So the way I am judging the music I've said this before and I'll say it again, I am judging the music based on one simple question. Did the music enhance the movie that I was watching? And the answer to that question is absolutely. It absolutely enhanced the scenes in this movie. More specifically, the Ice Cream Man scenes. So as soon as the titles come up, and the Ice Cream Man appears, you have all these, you have this Ice Cream Man kind of related music. The music fit the Ice Cream Man perfectly, and it actually enhanced the creepiness of the actor who played the Ice Cream Man. And the music was especially really, really good in the playground scene. I believe there was a song that was used by Snoop Dogg and I was impressed. I was kind of caught off guard that they would use like one of those rap beat, the hip hop beat song in the playground area, and it was really good, man. I was sitting in that theater and I'm like I really didn't care about the shakiness for a moment because I was distracted by the really good music by the really awesome beats that were in the song, and the song was playing super loudly over the scene, and it really made the scene better. But of course, because of the shaky camera angles, it made me dizzy, so I had to look away. But I did enjoy the song. I could be wrong, but I think it was a Snoop Dogg song. I'm not exactly sure. I would have to look that up. But Snoop Dogg is in the cast of this movie, so I would assume it was his song that was used in the playground scene. But that being said, the music is going to receive the final star from me. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Cream Man earns a total of just 2 out of 5 stars. So, the Ice Cream Man, is it A, worth seeing in theaters, B, rented on streaming services, or C, don't waste your time? The answer is B, rented on streaming services. I want to take a moment and explain my decision here. The only reason I'm saying it is that I recommend you to rent it on streaming services is because of the gore. The kills are really good in this movie. So like I said, if you do like movies with gore, you will definitely enjoy The Ice Cream Man. But I would not recommend it to see in theaters. I recommend it that you rent it instead. That being said, I'm David Starks. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time for another movie review. Take care.